Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, who are you, everybody? So long time I didn't see you for almost 2 weeks. Yeah. I just want to hear the voice of Brother Abdul Rahman. Brother Abdul.
Yeah, sir.
How are you, Brother Abdul?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Very
So
well.
where are you
How
now,
are
by the way? You are at home
Yeah,
at Unires?
yeah, I'm Yunus.
Okay. How was the Wi-Fi there so far? Is it good?
Yeah, it's good because Wi-Fi ID, not
I see.
Wi-Fi.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Brother Abdul, for your update. Sister Alia Ababil Fuliana.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sister Alia, where are you? Where are you right now? At home or Yogyakarta?
At my hometown
Where is it?
in Pacitan.
Oh, Pacitan, East Java. Okay. Okay, Alia Rohali, thank you. Arik Ariba.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Barik, who was the exam last week? Can you do it?
Alhamdulillah, sir. I think I can.
Yeah, I'm now reviewing and marking yours. Yeah, hopefully all of you passed.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Barik. Next one. Brother Dani Irfan Rahmat. Dani, are you there?
Yeah,
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so by the way, where are you now, Dani?
I'm home.
Where is it?
Surabaya.
Oh, Surabaya.
Yeah.
I was there for 5 years when I was taking bachelor degree in economics. Is your house nearby Erlangga University?
No. So near at Ampel, Masjid Ampel.
Oh, yeah, nearby the Ampel. So, which part of Ampel? Is it nearby the SMA Islam Al Khairiyah?
Yeah.
Nearby.
Near.
Oh, because Brother Danny, I guess 12 years ago, yeah, I was there in SMA Al Khairiyah Surabaya. So at the moment I was a bachelor student at Erlangga University, and I was teaching there for almost 6 months, 2007 until 2008. You were still very young at the moment. You were still in maybe elementary schools. Okay, Dani. By the way, are you quite near to Al Khairiyah Surabaya?
Yeah,
really?
near. Really.
Oh, see. So if you can go to that SMA or to this school, maybe you can deliver my salam to them, because at the moment I was the former of headmaster there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Dani. Hopefully I can see you soon in Yogyakarta. Yeah. Okay, next one. Sister Diah Erli Aprili Mole.
Yes, sir.
Sister Diah, are you still in Papua?
Yeah.
Okay, how was there so far?
Boring, sir, because only at home.
Yeah, I found so many students here, batch 2019, have been in campus, by the way. So almost 85% of them have been in UMY, and they are now ready for offline class, by the way, Dia.
Oh.
Your senior, yeah. But now I'm thinking to organize that offline course. Yeah. By the way, okay, thank you, Dia. Next one, sister of Fadia, Nur Aziza Shafitri.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Fadia, where are you now, by the way?
I'm in hometown in
Where?
Bontang.
Oh, Bontang, very far. East Kalimantan,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, Bontang, if I'm not mistaken, is a rich state, isn't it? It is the producers of oil. May I correct?
Yes,
Or
sir.
coal, batu bara.
Oh, yeah. It's also.
Okay, I was there 40 years ago. Yeah, 40 years ago. Yeah, 2009. It was 2006. Yeah, I
Oh,
was
yeah.
at the moment attended a conference, yeah, in Universitas Mula Warman. Yeah,
Oh,
Mula Warman,
Samarinda.
Samarinda. Yeah, yeah, very
Yes.
very long ago. Yeah, I think you were still 4 years old at the moment. Okay, Fadia, thank you. Next one, Fatir
Yes,
Alfat.
you're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alfat, Fatir.
Yes.
So, where's your home?
Yes, I'm at home.
Yeah, where is it? Is it in East Java, West Java?
West Java, Kebumen.
Oh, Kebumen, England in West Java.
Central Java.
I thought the Kebumen has moved to West Java because Kebumen 2 hours from Yogyakarta. Okay, Fatir, you have any problem so far, Fatir?
Alhamdulillah, no.
Okay, good. Hopefully, will be smoothly in the long run. Okay, thank you, Fatir. Next one, Hasnah Rafida.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Hasnah, you are in where right now?
I'm in my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
In Banjarnegara, Central Java.
Oh, Banjarnegara. Okay, Hasnah. Okay, next one, Ihza Rizky Praditya Putra.
Yes, sir. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Ihza.
Maybe
Yes.
Praditya, not Putra.
Not Putra.
Not Praditya.
Oh yeah. Okay. What is your call name?
You can call my nickname is Ihza.
Okay. Okay, Ihza. Look like the outstanding outlier, yeah? Usul Ihza Mahendra. Okay, Ihza. By the way, you have any problem with the academic activity in IPF?
Mas, sampai sekarang sih masih banyak, masih banyak yang belum paham.
Okay, what the thing that you still do not understand yet? What part? Is it related with the courses or technical aspect such as my class or MS Team or others?
I don't understand. What do you mean?
In terms of what? Courses, mata pelajaran, or other things?
Oh, courses.
Oh, the course. What the most difficult course that you face, that you feel so far?
Accounting.
Accounting. Okay. Okay, last time you need to more concerns and take some exercises perhaps, Iza.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Iza. We continue to Ilham Manzis.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ilham, where are you by the way now?
I in hometown, Jambi.
Yes. Where?
Jambi.
Oh, Jambi. Jambi City. Who is your governor right now, Jambi? Still Zumi Zola?
Yes, this is my Bupati.
No. Zumi Zola is still your governor, assisting governor right now in Jambi?
Yes, tapi sekarang enggak lagi.
Yeah. Oh, so you are coming from Kabupaten Jabung Timur?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Ilham. By the way, Ilham, if I remember Jambi and other part of Indonesian's provinces, in terms of the plat number of motorcycles or maybe for the vehicles, yeah, there are two numbers, plat number of vehicles, yeah, in Indonesian province, yeah, they are considered to be the best and has very good plat number of vehicles. You know what provinces, Ilham?
Yeah.
For example, in Jogja, we have the number of vehicles is EB, isn't it? Correct? Do you understand?
In here, plat number.
Yeah. Don't mention. So in Indonesia, yeah, there are two numbers of vehicle. I think that Abdul need to know as well. Yeah, maybe you want to go traveling around Indonesia next time. Yeah, there are two provinces that have very good plat number. The first is West Nusa Tenggara. Anybody knows what is the number of vehicles of West Nusa Tenggara? Ada yang tahu? DR. DR is doctor, yeah, good. And second one is Central Kalimantan. What is that, Ilham? KH. KH. Kiai Haji. Well, there is the worst number of vehicles in Indonesia is Jambi. Okay, I don't want to mention the number of vehicles. Yeah, I think you can look for in the website. Yeah, what is the plat number of vehicles in Jambi? Okay, Ilham, thank you for your information, Ilham.
Welcome, sir.
Next one, Carmila. Carmila, are you there?
Yes, sure.
Okay, Carmila, where are you now?
I'm in Bekasi.
Oh, Bekasi. Is Bekasi right now flooding, by the way? Banjir?
No, I don't know in another area, but in my area is not.
Oh, okay. Syukurlah if there is free from flood. Yeah. Okay, Carmila, thank you. Next, Hoiril Fikri Mutakin. Sister Hoiril? Okay.
Halo Pak.
Halo. Yeah. Where are you, Hoiril?
In Serambi Masjid.
Oh, Serambi Masjid. Serambi Masjid mean you are just finished performing prayer, isn't it? Yeah.
No. Wifi. Cell phone wifi.
You are from Aceh?
No. I'm from Jogja.
Oh, so now you are in Serambi Masjid.
Yeah.
I guess Serambi Masjid is from Aceh. Okay, Haril, you have any problem so far, Brother Haril, concerning the academic activities in IPF?
Alhamdulillah ada, Pak.
Apa itu?
Mungkin karena saya basicnya dari IPA ya, Pak. Jadi agak lambat buat nangkap yang materi-materi baru dari ekonomi.
Okay, Haril, I think all of us here, majority from IPA, including myself, the student coming from natural sciences or IPA when you were in SMA, is basically easier to learn social sciences, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because in SMA, in IPA, you learn so many mathematics, yeah, and so many memorial activities in physics, yeah, and others. So basically, from IP, IPA to IPS, yeah, is easier, and the way around somehow, because if in social sciences, Brother Hairi, you need to maybe extra time to maybe reread again, just reread, not maybe in terms of calculation and others. Maybe you have already got it when you were in IPA at the moment. So hopefully not a problem later on with you.
Amin, amin.
Okay, thank you.
Insyaallah.
Okay, next, Sister Lutfia Salma Amanda. Are you there, Lutfia? Okay, Lutfia, I cannot hear your voice. Next one is Muhammad Adi Sena. Sena? Okay, not there. Aji? Brother Aji, are you there? Okay, Aji. I cannot hear your voice. Next one, Raihan. Brother Raihan?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
Raihan, who was the life? Any problem so far with the study?
I think from no is no, sir. No problem.
Okay. Alhamdulillah, if there's no problem.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. Okay, Aji, Raihan. Next one, Dafala. Dafala, are you there, Dafala?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, how was Pekanbaru so far? It is raining season right now?
Actually, in Pekanbaru, it's and in Bangkinang City, 1 hour from Pekanbaru.
Oh, 1 hour from Pekanbaru. What part of Pekanbaru you are, by the way?
Not Pekanbaru, Bangkinang City.
Oh,
My
Bangkinang.
name country and my name city is Bangkinang.
Okay. So you are fluently in speaking Melayu then?
No.
Your language is not Melayu there?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay, Dafala. Thank you, Dafala. Next, Naufal.
Yes, Mister.
Naufal,
Yeah.
do you have problems so far?
Not many sih. Nggak terlalu, saya masih bisa baca-baca sendiri kalau misalnya ada bingung.
Okay. Okay, don't hesitate to contact your lecturers if you have some outstanding problems. Yeah, Naufal, don't worry.
Okay, Mister.
Okay, thank you. And Kurata Ayunil.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any problems, Sister Kuro?
Ninda, sir.
Huh?
Ninda.
Why?
Of course. Yes, of course, scarce.
Okay, doesn't matter. Time goes by, you will learn many things, and it will help you later on to adjust and adapt with these new environments. Yeah, just follow the rules and regulations, sister, and please keep up your spirit. Okay. Okay, next one, Sister Nuha.
Nuha, izin, sir.
Oke, izin. Oke.
Ya, ayahnya kecelakaan soalnya barusan.
Di mana?
Belum, nggak tahu ya, sir. Belum dibales. Nanti coba aku cari info.
Oh, asal mana Mbak Nuha itu? Siapa? Mbak?
Nuha asal Jogja, sir.
Oke. Ini yang bicara siapa ini?
Dia.
Okay, Sister Dia, please keep updating myself, yeah, related with the Sister Nuha's parents, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, please just send to my personal chat if you have some additional information. Okay, thank you, Sister, for your update.
Yeah.
Swan Rafif.
Yes, sir.
Rafif, are you okay? Any problem?
I don't have any problem, sir.
How about your exam last week? Can you submit it?
Yes, I can submit it.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you, Rafif. Next one, Rosa, Indira, Luciana.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any problems so far, sisters?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Last one, Carmila. Carmila?
Yes, yes.
Okay, any problem, Carmila?
It's all fine.
No problem. Okay. Okay, thank you all. Sorry for taking a little bit long in terms of just introductions, yeah. Because I just want to greet you and want to know a little bit about your situation over there. Yeah, perhaps you have any problem and you have something that needs to be discussed. Yeah, so hopefully it can just make some additional information to all of us. Yeah. Okay, sisters and brothers. Please continue our discussion on the next part. You can see from the screen that I have shared the real economy in the long run. Yeah. So last week and last 2-3 weeks ago, yeah, you had learned about the issue of economics and national income, isn't it? So in the national income, you can measure to what extent the economy has been growing rapidly, yeah, and you have understood that to what extent the economy can be can make a country to be rich or poor, yeah. And now we carry on the discussion on looking at the economy in the long run, because the economy is moving up and down, yeah, along the time. And here we try to look at how it will be affected, yeah, not only in the short run. Short runs means less than 1 year, but also in the long run. Long run means more than 1 year, more than 5 years. And this information is very important for you as the economic students in order to understand the flow and to what extent the policymakers should take account and intervene, yeah, in terms of the economic activities. Okay, you can also open your slide, the slide in the my class, and you can take your attendances now. Okay, here. Long run and short run. You have to identify first what is the difference. Consider a president who is trying to ensure a bright future for the country and thereby his or her place in history. And blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So from this first slide, yeah, you can read, sisters and brothers, by the way, that if you are looking at the leaders of the country, they run the country for only 5 years. Yeah, for only 5 years. And these 5 years is considered to be very short, yeah, because in 5 years you cannot develop a country in a very details, because only 5 years. This country, moreover, Indonesia is very huge, yeah, compared to the neighbors countries. But if you look at the not only just for the election side, we have the long run period. It means that more than 5 years. I guess you remember when we had presidential governments under the era of Suharto, yeah, our previous, our last president, second president, called Pelita, pembangunan 5 tahun or 5 years development plan. So this 5 years development plan has been set by the President Suharto since he was in office at 1965 until 1998. Yeah, so almost 30 years. Yeah, these presidents, yeah, set the long run goals of the country. So that at the moment, you can see from the history, Indonesia had grown to be the tiger country. In terms of the growth, it has been more than 10% per year, compared to right now, only 5% per year. So the long run is very important. Unfortunately, after the reformasi, after the political reforms, 1998, we do not have any single plan that leading to the long run growth. Only 5 years, 5 years, 5 years. So every 5 years, the president will be changed, automatically the system will be changed, and the planning will be changed. So very difficult to link and match between the previous and after plan, for these fluctuated governmental activities. Differently, I just want to tell you a story about our neighbor, Malaysia. So I had been there for almost 10 years when I was taking my master and PhD over there. So I found that Malaysia, can be a country like now, maybe quite move forward compared to Indonesia in terms of the national income, in terms of the growth, and in terms of the prosperity, because of since its independence, since the independence of Malaysia in 1957 until right now has been 50 years. They have been running for a long run economics and business plan. So every 5 years they have a plan, and these 5 years will be continued without cutting any process, so that it will be sustainable until 50 years. And you can see the development of Malaysia is very good, in terms of the income, in terms of the jobs, So many people are going there to looking for jobs, including for our country, because of they have long run strategy for economic development. So here we will try to discuss on it. Next one. The solution to economic problem depends on, here, you can just read and think, sisters and brothers. The solution to the macroeconomic problem. So we have problems, so many problems in macroeconomics, poverty, inflation, for example, economic growth, exchange rate policies, trade, for example, depends on two aspects. So if you are the leader of tomorrow, you will be thinking these two items in mind. The first is whether you want to quick solutions. You want to be pragmatic leaders. You want to solve the problem right now, in time, or whether you are looking forward into the future, So you are looking forward to have a future mindset, so that your steps will be very I may say that futuristic. Futuristic. So in next several chapters, we look at long-run problems and the solutions. Whether you want to be quick solution or you're looking for into the future. So the first one is the short run, and the second one is the long run. Any questions so far, sisters, brother? Before we continue, please. Okay, continue. If you have no idea, next. Okay, we come up with the growth, production and growth. Because the growth here related with the productions processes. Productions and growth. And here, sisters and brothers, if you want to know the standard of living of particular country, you can look at the real GDP per capita. So if the real GDP per capita is higher compared to another country, so we may say that the standard of living in this country is better compared to others. Maybe you can just compare with Indonesia and Malaysia. Yeah, Malaysia had independent lately compared to Indonesia. Yeah, 10 years after Indonesia, Malaysia. Yeah, but it has more in terms of standard of living. Yeah, because of the real GDP per capita is higher. Yeah, so the next one is at any given point in time, there are vast differences in real GDP per capita and its annual rate of growth among countries. So the problem is why the standard of living can change dramatically over time. So why this real GDP can up and down or fluctuating over time. How can we explain these facts? Why it happens? Why standard of living cannot be constant? Yeah. So here is the question just now. Why do standard of living change over time? This is the questions. Yeah. So any question as well, why living standard is different among nations? Why? Yeah. Here, for example, yeah, if you go to the Europe, yeah, maybe your wealth or your money is worthless. I will tell you, maybe Brother Abdo here or brother other sisters and brothers that maybe had been going overseas, you had experience go to overseas, you can compare the money that we have and the money that they have in order to measure to what extent the standard of living over there. For example, 8 years ago, I was going to United States, United Kingdom, yeah, UK, 8 years ago. And at the moment, yeah, I had a money, yeah, around 5 million rupiah. Yeah, 5 million rupiah. The zero is 6 zeros. When I arriving in the airport of the UK at the moment, I went to the money changer, yeah, because I want to exchange my money into pound sterling. Yeah, and you cannot imagine my 5 million rupiahs, yeah, can be exchanged into pound sterling only got 200 pound sterling. Yeah, 200 pound sterling. 5 millions converted into 200 only. And this 200, yeah, I must maintain in order to stay there for 7 days. And when I was going around looking for small food, yeah, cake, yeah, and other daily needs, I found that the cake is very expensive. The small cake here, yeah, that maybe cost you around 2,000 rupiahs, yeah, small cake, yeah, 2,000 perhaps, or maybe maximum 5,000. Over there is 20,000 rupiahs. The same cakes, but different prices. So it happens because in the UK you have high level of living. Yeah, so over there 20,000 is cheap. Yeah, it's very pity. There no any price for them. But from here, very costly, very expensive. So here can describe with you, yeah, that the same thing, same good or services could have different prices due to different standard of living. Yeah. Any questions before we continue, please? Okay, continue. And here, yeah, I just want to show you another sample. Yeah, here another sample. Yeah, you can see here the pictures of the middle income country. Yeah, here is the advanced economy in the UK. You can see, yeah, the first one, and second one here is middle income country. Here you can see, and the last one here is the maybe underdeveloped countries. Yeah. Okay, so here is some data, various growth, yeah, experiences on some period, yeah. You can see there, yeah, that the country that has higher level of growth rate, for example, Japan here has the highest real income per person at the end of the period. So it does mean, sisters and brothers, if you want to increase your standard of living, there is no any ways of you unless your government, your country is able to increase the national income per year in a very high level, in a very high grade. Yeah, for example, 3%, 4%, 6%, 10%. So it indicates that your country is moving forwards and the way around. Yeah. The next one. Here is some videos link, yeah. So you can just open by your own letter, yeah, with the videos, yeah. So here, economic growth around the world. Brother Davala, Rian, could you please read the statement on this slide, Davala? The poorest countries
have average.
Yes.
Have average outcome that have not been seen in information. What did the poor countries do wrong? What did the US do right?
Okay. There is very triggering questions. Yeah, triggering questions. The poorest countries have average level of income that have not been seen in the United States for many decades. So you see the fact that there are some countries that have lower level of income, and there are some countries that has a high level of income. So the question is whether the country that have high level of income do the right thing, and whether the country that has a very low level of income do the wrong thing. So this is very tricky, yeah? Tricky and very critical questions. Here, differences in annual growth rate that seem small become large when compounded for many years. Compounded means terus bertambah, yeah. So compounding refers to the accumulation of the growth rate over a period of time. So in US, same with other countries, they started with a very low level of income in any countries. But they are consistently growing, sisters and brothers. They are consistently growing, yeah, year by year, yeah, until they reach, yeah, the high level of income in a particular particular period of time, yeah. So this gives us hope that even small increases in growth rate can have a significant effect in the end. So it doesn't matter if your country has low level of growth, but it must be consistent over the times. Because if it is accumulated over time, this small rate will be compounded and will be in India. So importantly is growth, must be growth consistently, not negative growth, but positive growth. And the question is the question is how to make this country has consistent level of growth. What is the key? How to make a country has consistent level of growth? The answer is productivity. Could you please read, Brother Abdul? What is productivity here?
Yes, in the Productivity refers to the market value of the goods and service that a worker can produce from each hour of work. Productivity plays a key role determining living standards for all nations in the world. People in high productivity countries produce more per hour and things that can be sold at higher prices.
Okay, thank you, Brother Abdul. So productivity is a key. Maybe you still confusing. What is productivity? What does it mean? The simple understanding of productivity is output over input. Output is the product. I repeat again. Productivity is output divided by input. Output refers to the product. Input here refers to the factors of productions. For example, labor and capital. Yeah. So if you are said that you have higher productivity, it means that you have more product compared to your input and vice versa. Example again. For example, you have labor and capital for 1, for example. But with this one, you can produce output with 2. So your productivity is 2 over 1. You have 2. It means that the productivity that you get is beyond your factor of productions. And vice versa. If you have your output is only 1, but your factor of production is 2, so your productivity is half. Meaning that less than before. Yeah. So if you want to make the country growing rapidly and consistently, there's no any ways except you have to encourage and promote the productivity growth. Therefore, you are right now studying here, sisters and brothers. You are learning now because you believe that by your learning and studying here, you are investing your knowledge now, and hopefully this knowledge can increase your productivity in the end, and you will get good job, you will get good experiences, will get a good salary, yeah, and in the end you are prosper than others, you are more better than others. Yeah. Okay, this is the productivity. Here is the graphs that positively growing. So the good one is productivity output per hour. So how many outputs, how many output produced per hour, whether good, better compared to before or less than before. So if the trend is positive, it means that the number is growing up and up compared to others. So that means that the productivity is higher. Yeah. And here we compare between productivity, compensation, and inequality. Yeah. So if you see from the graphs, actually, sisters and brothers, yeah. So if you have here the blue line is non-farm business sectors, and the red one is non-farm business sectors, real compensation per hour and real output per hour. Yeah. So from these graphs, you can see that the gap is broadened. Yeah, is widened. Yeah, over the times. Initially, the gap is very small, but time goes by, the gap is growing widened and very opened more than before. So it does mean that if you have more productivity, yeah, if you have more productivity, yeah, so your real compensation per hour, yeah, will be higher than before. Yeah. So if you have more productivity, your compensation will be more than before. Yeah. So that the inequality, yeah, will be bigger than before. For example, yeah, for example here, brother A and brother B, yeah, brother A and brother B, they have different background in educations. Brother A only graduated from Central High School, and brother B here just graduated from university with good marks, for example. So if they enter into labor force or labor market, yeah, for sure, the one that has good background in educations from university will get or have high salary compared to the senior high school in average. Yeah. So from this part, it will summarize that if you have good background in educations, somebody else will appreciate you more than others because they believe that you have more productive than others. You have knowledge, you have more experience, you have more skills. So you're paid higher compared to others. So it means that the compensation is bigger compared to others who don't have background in university. But this, unfortunately, this productivity and compensation will create inequality. You understand? I mean, because if you graduated from Surrey High School, you will be paid maybe lower than the university graduate. So the inequality will be widened and broadened. Moreover, if you continue your study to the master or PhD, you will be paid more than before. Of course, if you compare with the one that not having good educations, for example, so the gap of the salary will be widened gradually. Yeah. So my conclusion is, my message here is, if you have more productive, if you have higher productivity, you will get more compensations, but it will create more inequality. Yeah. So assuming that the environment that you live is not as good as you, they are lagging behind compared to yours. Yeah. So this is the trade-off, the dilemma. Yeah, the dilemma. Okay, so now what is the determinants of productivity? What are the factors? Of course, you have factor on productions. Your internal factors, such as physical capitals, yeah, the money that you have, human capital, your knowledge, yeah, your skills, and natural resources. The first part. And the second one is technological knowledge, technological advancements. Yeah? And the third one is the government policies. Yeah. Let me just give some examples of these three determinants of productivity. Let me compare. Anybody who has visited Singapore before? Davala, have you gone to Singapore before, Davala?
Yes, I have, sir.
Okay, what you found? What did you find from the Singapore development? Singapore is a country that has big natural resources. Okay, let me compare here. I just want to open your mindset. Yeah. About the determinant of productivity here. Physical capitals, it means money. Human human capital, natural resources, technological knowledge, and government policy. Look at Singapore. Singapore is a small country that only has, in terms of the area, 500, maybe 600 kilometer square. Yeah, 600 kilometers square, or 23 times 40 kilometers only the area. No natural resources there, no water there, no water. Singapore imported water from Johor, and no any other resources. They don't have coal, they don't have oil, but they have human capital. They have technological knowledge. So these factors then can equip them with such technical advancements in encouraging and promoting productivity. Yeah. And you can see other countries. Yeah. Brunei Darussalam, for example. This country is bigger than Singapore. The area is 5,000 kilometers square. And this country depends highly on oil. Yeah. And you can imagine if the oil diminishes times by times. And in the meanwhile, this oil considered to be the main source of income for this country to be developed. So if this oil has diminished, yeah, so what is the future of this country? No productivity at all then there, except this country has successfully developed the human knowledge and technological knowledge. So the main aspect, if you question me, between the three factors, physical, human, and natural resources, what is the most important one? Is the human capital. Yeah, you have to ensure in your state, in your provinces, in your country, you have good human capital development. Yeah, and this good human capital development must be backed up by technological advancements or knowledge. So you combine between the knowledge of human being and technological advancements, and it is accommodated by the government policies. So the government policy here must accommodate this technological knowledge and human capital development through conducive policy and activities. So these are basically the keys, sisters and brothers, how to ensure the productivity of particular country will be sustainability, will be sustained growth. Yeah. Otherwise, you can look at some countries around the world that now become stagnant, no growth at all, because they depend only on natural resources. Any questions so far? Any response, please? Okay, no response. Next one. Okay, we try to discuss a bit details. Physical capital is a stock of equivalents and structures that are used to produce goods and services, such as computer software, office buildings, factory buildings, shopping malls, infrastructures. Yeah. So the thing that physically appear, physically seen. Yeah. And the next one. Here the physical capitals, what are the determinants, you can read by your own. Yeah. And the next one, human capitals. Yeah. Human capitals refers to the knowledge and skills that workers acquired through education, training, and experience. Yeah. That I mentioned before, You are now here, brothers and sisters, by the way. You are now equipping yourself with human capital developments. Yeah, you want to train yourself to be more skillful, yeah, and more experienced and more educated, yeah, so that in the end you will be more productive, inshallah. Yeah. The next one is natural resources are input used in productions that are provided by the nature, such as land, rivers, mineral deposits, renewable resources, and others. Yeah, and these natural resources will be very harmful to the country if this country cannot manage these resources well. There is no any plan, just use the existing natural resources. But they forgot that these natural resources will be finished, yeah, in maybe future, in the next couple of time, unless they invest in other human resources, yeah. And here is the technological knowledge, yeah, refers to our scientific understanding of the best way to produce various goods and services. So right now, sisters and brothers, we have been in the fourth industrial revolutions, 4.0 industrial revolutions. So we have already moved from, I may say, traditional techniques into more advanced technique in productions. Maybe you can compare and see between what the people did and used 10, 20 years ago with now. Maybe 20 years ago, you cannot find any single people can open all information just in hand. Yeah, you very difficult to find that information or maybe info, video, and so forth in 10 years, 20 years ago. But now you can open up all you need just in single hand using mobile phone. Yeah. So this is the technological advancement that has been taken into account right now. So if you can integrate this technological knowledge with the human educations, you cannot imagine what will be done. Japan, Korea, China are some countries of example that they are successfully combining between the technological advancement, human resource development, and also the existing technological equipments. Yeah. Okay, here you can just open this YouTube channels. Yeah, if you want to see the video. Yeah. Here also there's a video available, yeah. And the last one is governments. Yeah, so the government is the most important actors in order to end that the factor of production, human education, physical aspects, and also technological advancement run well and integrated. Yeah. So this actor, government, will ensure that all of these factors are hand in hand, and together they will promote and help you to reach a particular level of growth. Yeah. So that here the government has three main tasks. The first is provide proper incentive for households and firms in private sectors. So right now the government of Indonesia just approved omnibus law. Maybe you heard before. So this omnibus law perhaps under government perspective can provide proper incentive for households and firms in private sectors. Yeah. And the second one, provide public goods and conserve common resources. And the third one, ensure law and order. So all in all, government wants to regulate all the resources that they have into a single vision and a single target, namely encouraging and promoting high standard of living through some factors of productions. Yeah. Here I have case study. Are natural resources a limit to economic growth? Is natural resources is a fractions that can limit, can hamper economic growth? My answer is depends. Not yes or no, depends. Natural resources can limit to economic growth if it did not manage well. It is managed only for the short-run missions or short-run visions, not integrated into long-run visions. Yeah. So if natural resources is targeted and set into a longer target, such as now, you can see in the Dubai. I went to Dubai 5 years ago. You can see a very tall building, Burj Al Khalifa, yeah, that has the tall around 1 kilometer, yeah, 830 meters. You see, yeah, and if you see this very high tall building, is the highest tall building in the world, by the way, is the representation of the target that has been set by the government in order to uplift the standard of living in Dubai. And you cannot imagine, sister brothers, 50 years ago, Dubai was not as that you see right now. Dubai is just a desert, yeah, just a very empty, yeah, building or development at the moment. But the government has successfully managed the oil, because Dubai or Uni Emirates Arab, yeah, is one of the biggest producers of oil, yeah, in Gulf countries, yeah, and the money that they got from this oil productions is held and invested into another resources, not just consume or spend on other activities, but reinvested. They invite the investors, they invite some scientists, yeah, some academicians, yeah, and the government successfully integrate all the things, yeah, so that the natural resources that they have, the oil that they have, is not a limit, but is the triggering factors, is the intermediate factors, is the factors that can promote the economy lifting up compared to others, compared to before. So my answer is depends on government policies. Indeed, the government is the end and the most important actors that ensure all the resources will run well. Yeah. Here you can just open this video link. Yeah. Okay, sisters and brothers, I end until this part. So we'll continue the discussion next week. Yeah, next week. Yeah. So the slide 31st until the slide 73 will be continued next week. So what is the summary that we can get from these discussions? What is the summary? I can summarize the first. There are key determinants in promoting standard of living in a country, namely productivity. Yeah, productivity is the key to promote the higher standard of living. This productivity depends on three main factors. The first is the resources, including physical resources, human resources, and natural resources. Yeah. And the second one is technological advancements or technological knowledge. And the third one is government interventions. Yeah. So these are the one that can be referred by you as the young generation of future to think of what will be the most appropriate ways in order to promote our standard of living in our states or in our provinces or in our country. Okay, sisters and brothers, any questions or you have any feedbacks or response? Most welcome. Any discussion so far? Any questions? Okay, if there is no questions, I can stop now the sessions. Yeah. Any questions?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Okay. If a country does not have one of these factor of production,
yes,
productivity be stable. Maksudnya apakah produk itu bisa stabil?
Okay. I did not agree with your questions. If a country does not have a single factor of productions, I didn't agree on that because in my humble opinions, even a poor country, they have resources, at least human resources, at least. So if a country doesn't have physical resources, doesn't have natural resources, technological resources, but at least they have two other resources, namely human resources and governments. And for me, as long as they have human resources and the government is able to manage the human resources as well, I guess that the other factors will be promoted. Look at Singapore, sisters and brothers. Singapore doesn't have single natural resources, doesn't have physical resources 50 years ago, but they can develop it well because they invested much on human development. They invest in human knowledge. So this human knowledge then can promote the technological use, and in the end they can invite and trigger so many investors to come and make the Singapore like no. Yeah. So my answer is at least they have two resources, human and government. And if these two minimum factors can be managed well, I guess that this country will be developed, brother. Any response or enough?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Enough.
Okay, thank you. Any others, please? Okay, then. If there's no questions, I will end the sessions now by asking you to read again the slides, and also please open the video attached in the slide in order to ensure that you have something in mind related to the topics. And next week, we will try to continue the discussions on the policy here. Yeah, the next slide, yeah, the 31st slide. Economic growth and public policy. Very interesting topic. Yeah, you can start to read, and next week hopefully there will be so many discussions and feedbacks from you. Yeah. Okay, sisters and brothers. I guess that's all for a while. Our talk. Don't forget again to take your attendance until 5:15. And I just want to remind you that this week on 7th of November, we will have a step up 2020, yeah, organized by your seniors. Don't forget to attend and activate yourself there. Inshallah, there will be so many experience, informations, and sharing from your senior, from your college, yeah, and from other parts that may be very motivated, yeah, and inspiring, inshallah. Yeah, don't forget this Saturday and this Sunday. Inshallah, we will meet you again there. Okay, sister and brothers, that's all for a while. Let's end this session with Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Yeah. Thank you very much for your very kind attention, dear sisters and brothers. Yeah. See you inshallah next week. Yeah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
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 Yes,